Hey, and welcome back to Grace by Faith. I'm Rose Watson, and this week we are still continuing our studies on drawing down from God's unlimited provisions, like really drawing down from our dad, our Father in heaven. And just this year, we're going to be focusing our attention on winning in the wilderness. And I was telling my mom something. I got so excited when I had been studying this chapter of First Kings chapter 17, and I'm telling my mom something that God had illuminated for me, and she says, Rose, do you ever go back and listen to what you share and do it? Do you apply it to your life? And she said that because I'm struggling. Right now in my life, I'm struggling. I am in fact in the wilderness, and I just really thought 2024 was going to be the year I went into the promised land. And so I struggle with abandonment issues from childhood trauma, and I have a very anxious attachment that wants to anxiously attach myself to people, projects, because sometimes it's hard for me to sit in not being chosen by others. And so when they reject me, it's something on the inside of me, this feeling, this void that overwhelmingly tells me to chase after what has rejected me. And then after I chase and they still reject me, I oftentimes go to a place of why wasn't I good enough? And I am in that place. And so this particular lesson, God is talking to all the people like me that maybe had something one day where you woke up and your whole life was changed, where you were abandoned and you were mishandled, and you keep anxiously trying to attach yourself to any type of identity, relationship, project. And it could be a passion project, and it could be something good, but it's really just something to take your mind off of the feeling of rejection and not being chosen, and to help you numb this pain that's on the inside of you from being abandoned. And this week, God wants me to help you recognize that you were chosen. My very first sermon was set apart, not set aside. I didn't quite understand why I was so different. Why people tell me I'm so amazing and those same people don't want me. Why I get overlooked. Why I'm not even invited to things with people. And God had to take me back to Esther, where he said that I was set apart, not set aside like some trash to be picked up on a Monday. I was actually taken out of a place and put into another area for safekeeping. And Esther's safekeeping was in a palace where she was groomed to be queen. And my safekeeping has been really in the wilderness. So don't be afraid of the wilderness. It is in fact a place of safekeeping. The children of Israel, they didn't have the numbers, they weren't wise enough, they didn't have the strength, they had never fought in a battle before. And so God took them to the wilderness. They couldn't take care of the land. There wasn't enough of them in the promised land. So he had to keep them in the wilderness and groom them and grow them until they could handle what he had always prepared for them. So this week, I just want you to know that if you are in fact in the wilderness, You're still winning there. It's still a place where you can worship God for his safekeeping. And he's holding you here until you can grow, until you can be groomed, so that you can take care of what he's always promised for you. God bless you.